what I do is I like to sit on photographs for a while. I don't like to, edit right away. I really like to sit on it. There's some time or distance come between, when I photographed and when I started looking at it with some type of intention, because I just need that distance. Really, I just started curating it a few months ago. They were just all in my drive, just randomly in my drive, and I started to go through them and pick some of the ones that I felt, you know, at least represented how I felt in that moment the most when I connected with those people. So a lot of the photographs, again, they weren't created with real intention besides capturing a moment. But whenever I let it sit a minute and simmer a little bit, then I realize, you forget what photos you take. And so it's like seeing them for the first time again, and you're like, oh, I like that one, as if you saw it for the first time. And that's kind of the process that I use when I selected these photos, is just really letting it come to me and not trying to force, I need 20 photos. I just really just pick the ones that I felt spoke to me the most. But I chose to shoot in black and white because I feel like black and white really gives a timeless look to it. Sometimes colors can be distractions in photography if they're not done with intention. Like if I'm gonna photograph in color, it's gonna be a lot more intentional about what colors, what are they wearing, things like that, because colors obviously communicate different feelings, thoughts, and ideas, versus black and white. It's more of like just trying to capture the essence of that moment or that person or whatever you're photographing at the time. When people come to experience my exhibition for the first time, if they're from South Carolina, I hope they take away a sense of familiarity, a sense of seeing themselves, a sense of feeling like home and the people and the images that I captured. And if people aren't from here and they're coming here and they see it for the first time, hopefully they can find a person that, they connect with, that they maybe looks like their child, their daughter, or their uncle, or their grandmother or grandfather, and just really try to bridge the gap between, photography thought of as like a high art form versus like photography, documentary photography, which I think really bridges that gap between everyday people and art forms like photography.